Oh, I'm live. All right. Well, yeah, I'm sure I look fantastic. I don't really give a crap about that kind of stuff these days. It just doesn't happen. So I didn't get to finish what I was saying yesterday, and I just got, and I just decided at some point I would just do most of these just live in case somebody wants to chime in or what have you, because they get recorded live anyway. But yeah, I know I'm not looking too great today because I'm not feeling so great today. Some days are way better than others, but like as for my health, there's still some blood in my urine nobody can figure out, and I have a thyroid nodule that has to be checked. But my white blood cell counts like to go screwy every so often. So but as far as I'm concerned, I don't really have certain signs of certain types of cancer, but I did actually do right a breast check. Yeah, men should do that too, by the way. You got mammary glands, right? Men can get breast cancer, everybody. Make a note of it. I have a painful lump that's causing me pain up through my armpit. So, I guess I need to get some tests. But I'm telling everybody, just straight out loud, that it's to the point where it's just like, I can't anymore really do it anymore, right? That's the point. I was like, what exactly? No, I don't really feel like it most of the time. And I kind of did drop offline for a little while for a lot of reasons. I had to take care of a pile of household that had, many generations, pictures, and all kinds of stuff, you know, and I'd never run an estate before. So I was a rookie and nobody was really helping me. It's let me bumble through it while they stand there laughing at me. And, well, it'll bite them in the ass. I may not be so alive when that happens, but whatever. So, yeah, I did at a certain stage of depression. I had a little help there, right? But regardless, I still try and get up every day. But I do. I get a little kooky because I can't do the things that I was used to doing. I was used to getting up and having some income to do some stuff, and I just, yeah, that kind of stopped quick. And every time I would try to like, hey, okay, and maybe not. Regardless, I'm not. I get over some of it. I got used to driving. A lot of people don't like driving, or they don't like traffic. Anybody who's been like on some kind of commute, right, especially if you're in a vehicle, I liked it because that was my time, right? There's nobody else in the car with me except for right the music that I put in the car with me, and I have had like hours and hours and miles of car concerts. So that's the time if I'm gonna listen to a new album or any other kind of thing. I usually just do it and let it play over and over again. So I don't do that anymore because I don't commute anymore, and I try and see the positive in it. But it gets hard, right? It gets hard because I also can't go to ice hockey games whenever I want, and I also can't go to live shows whenever I want, and I also have to wait for the interesting schedule that is the Elkton, Maryland, right, Cecil Transit. So sometimes, depending on the schedule, okay, it doesn't matter how savvy you are, right? Bus riders from everywhere, I'm telling you. There's nothing quite reliable or helpful about it if you need to, right, get to work or, right, be somewhere at a certain period of time. So I'm not saying that it sucks. I'm just simply saying that a lot of people got a lot of things in mind when they hear and see things, and what they don't get is like, well, it's not like there's a bus stop every other, no, and it's not like every bus runs, and it's not like they don't break down, and it's not like, right, yeah, and sick people who are really having difficulty, who can't get a ride, sometimes can't be riding around on a bus all day either, right? Because then they will end up in the emergency room. So there are a lot of people who think a lot of things that they should really not vocalize them. Just stay quiet. Too many people open the yappers. Too many about all this stuff. And it's sort of like, but that's not even how it works. Okay? Right. So, I'm not really asking for freaking advice. And I don't need the standard, oh, if you work hard, you can achieve anything. Like, that's just a bunch of crap. By the way, what are you people trying to sell me? Hi, okay? I'm not interested in crypto anything. Maybe cryptozoology. But anything else, no, man. I got enough on my plate. I'm fine with all that. Nobody gets to add anything to my to-do list. Right? There are people that just think for some reason, oh, well, you look like you're doing nothing. Oh, okay. Who the hell are you? Too many people got all kinds of big plans for my life, and it just keeps happening. These cycles of it. Do you think I'm some kind of 18-year-old doesn't have any direction in life, or what's happening here? Right. It's just not at all. So, I do not spend anywhere near the amount of time on the internet that I used to spend because, right, some of you are just shitbirds. And I'm hoping that y'all look at yourself in the mirror one day and, right, you see how ugly you are. Right. There's just some ugliness in this world that just doesn't need to exist. So, well, pretty much whatever I got to do to eradicate it is what I'm going to do. But the politicians need to understand on the Hill that people may be blowing smoke right up your tuchuses and sycophanting and telling you all this wonderful crap, when in reality, it's nothing like that at all, especially street level. Yeah. All right. So, in terms of my ministry, it's just like I'm not one of those. Yeah, right. I'm clergy, but I'm healing sort, and I can't do that. Don't Nobody should be relying on me for that because I just can't now. I'm not allowed to anymore because you all seem to think that you know what you're talking about when it comes to empathy and empaths and other, and you don't. Right? An empath should never ever be kept in a certain state for a certain period of time. And so, right, this is going to go badly. Yeah, for everybody. And warnings were spewed forth. Yep. Regardless, I'm in a situation. It's just what the hell kind of. Well, that's the point. Is like I'm getting to the point where it's like, oh no, I don't want to feel your energy. Thanks. Keep it away from me. Right. Or I'll find someone really big and really mean to do it. Exactly. People with your freaking energy. Yeah. Some of it's really harmful. Anyway. Yeah, everybody anybody with the great spiritual talents. That's the point. Is like you are all heading into not all mankind, but a huge, large multitude are heading into a situation where certain truth is going to smack you right in the face, and it's going to hit you so hard that right you will hit your face, and you might just actually die because of it, and nothing I can do about it anymore. Nothing I want to do about it anymore. So anyway, I don't have to, you know, be bandied around by, people sitting in their house playing video games, okay, on heavy duty, right, narcotics. See what I'm saying? Nor does anyone really have a right to be thinking that for some reason, like, just because I'm a single female doesn't mean like you can just roll up and present your dumbass self to me as though I have no other options, because that is so absolutely not true. I don't really care. Right, I'm a 50-year-old old biddy. Well, maybe one day I'll be a crazy cat lady, but I'm not now. I have one, right? And I'm trying to get him settled indoors, right? It takes a little while. He's a Russian blue. Cats have certain personalities. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody, everywhere, right? Very nice lady was kind enough to help me make some donations, right, to the ministry so that I could make sure that Buddy the cat had a forever home. And since I need a service animal, okay, some people, dogs, which is fine, but trying to get one up off the street who was abandoned, right? I know how to do that. Why? Because right now I'm a certified animal behaviorist. Yeah. I don't have that, scenario where I just wrote down a bunch of fake shit and said I could do all that. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do a lot of things. And so, yeah, there seems to be this pressure that keeps coming at me. And it's just like, well, pressuring me is not helping your situation. Anybody walking the planet. Like, yeah, my budget is ridiculous. It's so razor thin, it's crazy. And because it's a 501c3, and because, right, some of it happens here in my home, and because it's limited, a lot of things are, right, tax deductible and considered charitable, and I don't, won't take huge tax hits, right? So, your bean counters. What's wrong with being greedy? Well, you're going to find out. Yeah. Maybe even by the end of this year, you're going to find out. And I'm the kind of person that's like, I don't really give a shit if I die. What else you got? Right. What else you going to come at me with? Okay, well, not interested. Some people are not that great with rejection. And some people get stuff in their head that just is dangerous to many. Regardless, my situation has been because I can't afford cable. There's no way. Don't even try and give me suggestions. Thank you. I already know this as truth and reality. Okay? This is fact. Nobody else handles my money but me. Yeah, I know better. You see? Right. So, because I have SSI and other social assistance, I can get Prime for $6.99 a month, which, all things considered, is pretty cheap, and it's better than the antenna thing, because no matter what it said on the antenna, thing, hundreds of miles and 20 stations. I'm like, I maybe got 40 miles and two stations. Right. And one of them is Hispanic, which, what the hell? Exactly. Yeah, they make anything sound exciting. Listen to it. They make everything sound exciting. Oh, la la, la, yay, oh. Like, holy crap! It's just laundry detergent. I don't know. Anyway, so I've been trying to catch up on TV shows. My thing is I do try to wait sometimes if they're not in syndication, if they are in syndication, wherever they are, right? Like I'll blaze through them. Yeah, mostly DVD or some digital format these days because, right, no commercials. Right? Like, I already got all this time shaved off my life. You understand? I'm not going to waste any more being advertised to. Well, it's another reason I can't watch hockey coming out of DC anymore. Right? It's like you're kind of missing the point. You gotta dodge and weave through all these advertisements and everything. I know there's a hockey game in there somewhere. I know it is. It's in there somewhere. I'm sure it's there. Yeah, like, it's getting a little silly. You know? Anyway, I won't. Like, DC is I just miss hockey games. That's what happens these days. I just miss them. I don't fear missing out. I'm like, oh no, I'm not afraid. I'm happy to be missing out on certain types of ice hockey. Right. But so I have been able to watch many movies of the horror genre. One, the libraries. Everyone needs to know this. Not every library in the United States has free DVDs and music. Sometimes you gotta pay, right? But thankfully, in the county I'm in, right, free DVDs and music, so I can still, yay! What's this? What's that? A lot of people don't like the horror genre, but I do. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you, this just warms the cockles of my heart. To be honest, yep. Yeah, like I don't know if I have a favorite franchise because there's some good franchises along the way, but I gotta tell you, Hellraiser, yeah, Clive. I love this. Except here's something I because I missed out on a little bit. I had to catch up. I went to go look and I saw that there was another Hellraiser. Right, I'm a little behind. So the last Hellraiser, right, I knew within 5 minutes. Like that's not Hellraiser. Right. You want to know why? I can see it. Like, those aren't Doug Bradley's eyes and hair. I don't know if I want to watch this. Like a scab replacement Doug Bradley. Uh, okay, well, I'll try. Like, it was not my favorite at all in slice. No, no. I think I like number four the very best. Right. Angelique, I like, but it is just the things like so exquisitely empty. Like, this doesn't matter where you go. Shit, he's always here. Like you can't get rid of him. Like, is those real nails in there? I did. I could tell. I didn't even need to look at the credits. I'm like, those aren't Doug Bradley's eyes. What the? Boo! I'd be like, I don't know what happened there. Maybe one day I'll look it up and figure it out. But otherwise, it's just yes, I'm a fan of the Hellraiser. But there's a few others like um, anything that's got the Scream Queen. Or if you remember, right? Come on, people. Somebody's gonna run across the live stream at some point, say something. But anybody who loves horror movies, it's kind of fun. I will actually watch like B-rated horror movies, just be thoroughly amused. And my favorite ones are the ones that are just so way over the top. Like there's not even that much blood in the human body. It's still awesome. Make sure you hit everybody with it. Everybody needs to be covered in blood. Yeah. You just see a bunch of eyeballs. Awesome. Yeah. I love that stuff. I'm like, what? Sick and twisted. Come on. Not that bad. I'm not that bad. Although, I will say right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? Oops. Hey, Nosferatu, if you're really out there. If you're not a myth or a legend, vampires, right? I know some people who just shit birds to everybody. So, if you're hungry, just let me know. I mean, what's your average diet? That's what I'm trying to get at. Right. And then, 100 years from now, people will be trying to figure out the mystery of where did all the rapists go? I don't know. Figure you work something out. Regardless, uh, I need like help with some stuff, and I don't understand what is so difficult to understand. Sometimes when it's like this is a charitable donation, you see. But if you make it to me, you're also making it to the ministry. And you're also, right, helping out people who, right, sell things on Etsy, right? Right. And, right, you're also helping out people who are in severe dire need who, right, just couldn't take that extra emergency and it started to sink them. Right. So it's got many facets, but it also helps me. So people will try and contribute on my blog, or they'll ask me occasionally, and occasionally, sometimes somebody will send me a check, or I don't know. On a few occasions, somebody found my music on our stage and yep, emailed me and said, "Can I send you $10?" Yes, you may. That's fine. But now, right, it all just goes to ministry. And so what I try and do is zero out every month. Some people don't like that. Right. I get it. But then they'll say, well, that's not how it's done. I'm just like, well, what are you talking about? You're dead in a flaming pile of mess. You shouldn't be talking to me anyway. I don't necromance. Right. And yeah, so many different sayings that people have. And it's just, right. Well, this nice lady, I appreciate this. She did. It's tax deductible for her. Right. There's something in it. Yes, for you too, if you donate. So some people, they don't want to do money. They don't trust online. They're nervous and skittish, and I get it. Yeah, there are some turds out there, so I don't really, blame you. But the Givelify website actually, right, does the research for you. Okay, you can't have a Givelify giving website unless you are a bona fide 501c3 in good standing with the U.S. government. So, you know, that should lend some credibility a little bit. Uh, but because I had to move, I was going to move anyway, but you know, not exactly 100% ideal. But then again, I never get ideal, so just roll with the freaking punches, right? Uh, and deposits and other kind of things, and now I got meanie landlord. Everyone in this, I live in a house that's got 7 apartments. And everyone who lives in this house, in these almost everyone has a pet, right? So the owner heard my cat yowling, which she would do because I left and they didn't quite know what to do. And so I got a letter in the mail that says, "Oh, well, if you don't, get rid of your cat, you have, 10 days to move out." It's just like, well, you're gonna have to send a letter to everyone in the house as well. You see, because if you don't, then right, I'm getting discriminated against for some reason. Okay, right. And it wouldn't be a smart business maneuver because, right, that's a good chunk of change to lose when you got guaranteed rent because a lot of it comes from government funding. Right. I know, grumpy old man, you like dogs better than cats. Right. Well, then why did you allow all these people for this many years to, right? And now suddenly you want to try and enforce it. Well, yes, this poor grumpy old man is gonna really regret it come like Tuesday. Yep, because I'm gonna find every cackling hen I can find and sick them right on you, grumpy old man. You know what I'm saying? It's a service animal. Exactly. Right. If I don't really have that in my life, yeah, I just end up sinking so bad that I try and kill myself, which is exactly what happened, which is exactly why a bunch of, people all online all trying to fluff me up for some bullshit. Right. Between, yep, years 2009 and 2013. Right. Well, those kind of damages aren't tolerated. So, yeah, there will be a reckoning of a grand biblical proportion variety. And you're going to be, this thing is God. What? No, my God is better. People need to grow up. People, yep, need to let them grow up. And I refuse any man children. Nope, not for me. Turn them around. I'm also not a freaking soldier, so I'm not just gonna soldier on. Fuck yeah. Right. Anyway, these are something I've been working on of late. They've been taking a little while because I base color them. And base color, and then I decide individually, and I can't say this one's like my perfect example because there's a little glue sloppiness. Trying to figure out the best kind of glue sometimes, like, is not the easiest thing because, well, the whatever it's called, the gator glue or gorilla glue is what it's called, doesn't work on every substance and it changes the color of things and it's so anyway, I found that out. So, and on the inside it's a wish prayer box. So some people may want a mirror inside for a certain reason, and I am going to get mirror tiles. Right, like, mm, this one's like at least half a square inch to a square inch, uh, for various reasons. Right. Anybody wants to donate those? Right. The address is 238 East Main Street, uh, apartment number 7, Elton, Maryland 21921. So I need donations of certain supplies, and anything that I get, it helps me because then I can do more with less. That may not make sense to you, but it does to me. I know how to stretch a dollar even in these times. Even if a dollar actually means $1.25 plus tax, it's a Dollar Trees across the U.S. Uh, but this one is one that I have finished, and I need to start taking pictures. But I wasn't really sure exactly how my apartment slash workspace slash studio was all going to turn out. And I did just discover recently that the walk in closet is actually where I need to do my sound musical booth set preparation. And so my workshop, when it comes to this kind of stuff, needs to be right in what some people call a living room. It's going to take me a while to get this all set up. I wish I had 10 employees. But, right, I am in no way capable of doing that kind of HR for myself right now. And unfortunately, because I do have several, right, more than one, you know, illness that doesn't have a cure right now, I can't be too reliable for keeping it all on track. So having one person is what I can do right now. So um, there's people who want to, sell shit to me left and right. And it's kind of like I try to stop them before they start, but but if you let me finish, but it'll only be 20. And I'm just like, but I'm trying to tell you I'm on freaking SNAP, right? EBT and on disability, and my income is so small that it would scare you. So you're not getting shit from me, no matter how hard you try and sell it. Get it? Right. Okay, then. I have no idea. I mean, do some research before you start selling shit to people. Seriously. I mean, legwork people. Also, anybody who thinks that I'm just going to do business, via Twitter DM, well, you're wrong about that. I don't ever do that. It's not the way I work. It's not the way I roll. And it's never going to be like that. Ever, ever, never. Right. The stuff. Here's another one. Tried to do some. This is me. Right? I didn't happen to notice. I thought this was the front of the box. And then I happened to notice, right, there's 4 holes. Oh, that's the back of the box. Yeah, I didn't have the things on, but oh well. I put some stuff up front, and I put the what do you call it? Whatever this stuff is, soft squishy stuff, on the bottom, so no scratching furniture. And anybody who has animals, there's a trick that helps keep your stuff from flying off shelves, and when they get a wild hair up their ass, start chasing something. Yeah, there's a few things, but those little tiny dots that you would get, sticker dots that you can get with like the stars you put up in your, like little tiny sticker dots. I just put one on the bottom and stick it, and a lot of times that's enough to stop it from going. You got active cats. There's this putty, and sometimes it's blue tacky putty, something like that. You can put that on the bottom of like vases and other things. So yeah, because cats, dogs, animals, they will get into some interesting situations in your house. So, yeah. How the hell did you get in there? All right. So I've been working on these, and so there's new stuff coming out in my shop. Um, I have at least 10, but they won't be coming out all at the same time. But they're wish or prayer boxes, or some people like to do memory boxes, and right. So why not have like some it's kind of more unique to you. So I try and do one of a kind everything. And I kind of went through different, right? I was playing different music at different times. So every time I put the bass colors on, and then I just put on certain type of music, and then I just kind of stared at my boxes. And like, okay, right, this one, right, this one's got the dreamy nighttime star thing, and right, it's glittery, and it's sort of like a lilac color on the inside, and then it's got one of these, and then one of these, and then right, so it's like, so there's different designs for different kind of situations, and so right, some of them I wouldn't, not really, but yeah, there's a couple of them like, oh no, not for me, but I've been around some people. It's like, yeah, maybe this for you. Yeah, this one seems like more your kind of thing. So I did. I've made several. Here's another one. The flowers, the springy, and that actually, the inside actually took 3 days, and actually 4 days because I had to um, spray glue adhesive to make sure that all the little glittery stuff didn't come falling off on your hand or any other. Right, the glittery stuff is actually pretty well glued in place, so you don't have like little glittery things all over the place. It's the insides of these took longer than the outside. That's what I've been working on, and I'm getting a couple citronella candles together. The wax I like, in case anybody wants to donate something, right? To yep, you can either just put Dr. Lueth, Lueth, or you can put Creasesinger, or you can put God Cares Ministries, whatever. It's 238 East Main Street, Elkton, Elkton, Maryland 21921, and I'm number 7. Is it's used to be called I think the Wooden Wick, but now it's called Makesy, Makesy, and there's this virgin soy um, coconut mix, and it comes in like in 11 pounds or and I don't know 40 pounds or something. So that would be helpful as well. Um, any of those things help. I mean, I do need volunteers, but I guess they need to be local because you know that's just how it is. I'm not gonna really be able to get much done too quickly if I don't have a volunteer or two. But some people may think certain people are, you know, good for volunteering, and that's not always the case. Regardless, slowly but surely, um, I kind of have word out certain paranormal research circles. I don't run my own. I mean, I have, but I don't. One, I don't drive. There's a reason for that. Two, well, yeah, it can take a chunk out of you, and you don't really get that chunk back. So, right, there's some people who know what I mean, but there's very few. Some of them are close to death lately. So, yeah, huge chunk out of you, right? So, you know, there's some PTSD related to that too that I'm working on. But uh, what else? I mean, I need a lot of stuff, but again, I mean, I have a slightly bigger space, but I don't like too much clutter, and some of it needs to kind of be filtered out and moved around. I will take candle jars with this, still have wax and candles in it. Um, I'll get like a box accumulated, and then spend the day getting all the wax out and cleaning all the glass because it keeps the cost down. I don't have to go out and buy new candle glass. It keeps cost down. It's a way to recycle it. Pretty much wax and glass are both, they can go on for a really, really, really long time, right? Because you don't get that much wax loss. And you can just keep reusing it, and rescenting it. And yeah, it doesn't break down that easy. So, you want two materials that will last a long time, glass and wax, pretty much. Yep. But not a lot of companies, major waste management, or they don't really want to be dealing with your right candles with the wax in it. And if you're going to put it in the dump, well, don't, right. I prefer the people try and pay the postage, but you really, 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 really want to, and you really, really, really just don't want to throw it in the trash, and you really, really, really want to find a place for it, then maybe get a few people together and put together a little bit of money and ship it all in one box together. Um, because then it'll be cheaper shipping. And if really, really you can't, then I will foot the shipping as long as there's, at least 10 different types of candle or candle glass or whatever. I also need old broken jewelry, and it doesn't even matter what kind. Doesn't. I don't keep, gold and silver and precious metals here. I will get them, but they don't usually stay. I mean, some of it, right, needs to go. There are a couple people who will do something more high end, and they have the equipment, right? So I would just make sure they get it because I don't really have the equipment, and I can't. So the reason it's also therapy for me, here's where the physical therapy and the other things is, I'm losing my uh, fine motor skills. So if you don't use them, you lose them. So that's why these little things, well, there's a lot of bad words that could come out of me. Just so small, these little reciprocin. Ah. And it is what happens. It's funny. Whatever it is, maybe a couple of illnesses and whatever in combination. I don't know, but it is a lot like Parkinson's. It does cause me Parkinson's like right issues, and so I'll just be suddenly like dump coffee on myself. So we have an institute lids policy, and that's me this time. But I can count the cat. But yes, cats. I got out of the habit when cats. Yeah, maybe not having lids on things, but now, yeah, lids and cups and caps and sippy cups and whatever else has to happen. Yeah, they keep things from spewing out all over. It's just sad. Like my body doesn't work right, people. Like stretch, bend this way. Oh yeah, like I'm so can't do it anymore. People trying to physical therapy is like we need to. I can't. Muscle rigidity, stiffness. I literally can't. Right. People keep wanting to come at me like I can. And I'm like, are you trying to kill me? I think you are. Well, you're hazardous to my health, so somebody needs to go the fuck away. But I'm not the kind of person who's gonna sit around my house and like, trust me, I go through those phases where it's just the eyes open. I'm like, oh, I'm still here. Okay. I gotta. Okay, how do we do this? Yeah, both feet on the floor. All right. Excellent. It's yeah. I'm having. I'm starting to go down that downward trend a little bit, where I'm having more bad days than good days. So I have to readjust what bad day and good day is. Man, it's not easy, right? If anybody thinks that it is, I'm not gonna make it look all easy. You understand? Because you put enormous, you put people in terrible positions when you walk around. There's never a bad day. 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 Oh, what do you? Hello? Or are you some kind of? Wait, what are you? One of those Stepford wives? I don't know. I don't like the looks of you. Right? Come on, people. Right? Sure, there are. Yep, there are. Sometimes it's not because you were out all night and you didn't drink one too many and woke up and had to do the walk of shame home and you, right, not even sure exactly what town you're in. Oops. Hey, where are you? I don't know. Guess. Yeah, like, I'll give you three guesses. So I do the live just in case anybody wants to pop on anytime. Maybe it'll catch on, but I also, right, it's gonna record anyway. And so yeah, this is my Sunday situation. But I am, at least I have, Buddy the cat, who is like a newborn baby. It sort of is, yeah. Like, okay, we gotta have all this stuff up. Everything the cellophane needs to be, and I work with a lot of cellophane. A lot of it is very thin, and a lot of it will, right, decay pretty quickly. This is good news, but probably not good for kitty cats to be eaten. I that a cat used to eat thumbtacks, anything metal, kooky, kooky felines. Yeah. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna figure out what to do about this landlord situation. It's just something else that, right. So, but that's the point. I am the only person who's ever moved into this building who's actually ever gotten a letter stating that I have to move out. Because I have a cat. Well, how come the other people in this building never got a letter like that? So, obviously, I get discriminated against so much that I got used to it. I didn't say it was right. I just simply said I got used to it. So eventually, you just wait. I don't have to set a trap. They will stumble into one of their own anyway. You don't have to. There's a lot of stuff that people just don't have to do. You don't have to be that clever. You don't have to be that manipulative. And a lot of people are highly manipulative. And I'm just going to say, well, that's all good and fine, but let me have a look at you. Right here. But here's the point, even non-sighted people, right, have an eye. People. So a lot of people think a lot of things that just aren't representative reality. And I need people who operate a little more in reality than who don't. So there's that. I don't. I'm not getting into any conversation about certain things. Conversation about horror movies, though, yeah, that's all good, right? Yep. And if you don't know who the Scream Queen is, I don't know we can be friends. No, I don't think so. That might be difficult. We don't want to be around me. Like, what if it's like, movie day? Well, I'm gonna be checking the horror genre movies first. What? What's this one? What? A lot of them don't really. It's hard to get me when most of the time I kind of know, so, right? I figure it out, right? M Night Shyamalan is the one I can say he has sixth sense. Well, I knew one of them was dead, right? I knew. I'm like, one of them's dead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really sure, like which one. Until the very end, like, oh, I see. Yeah, but aside from that, movies aren't really that tricky for me. I'm not asking anybody to make them tricky. It's just not like that. It's just, and there's certain standard things that just make me laugh. But if I were to make a horror movie, people would wonder what the hell's the matter with me. Yeah, there'd be a lot of that. Avoidance of me. Yeah, like, yeah, Jesus. Yeah. What the hell? I know. It would be absolutely so god awful diabolical that I would have almost Zippo friends, right? Yeah, even my cat even might catch words like I gotta book this joint. I gotta book this joint. she's she's gonna do something to me. But I have to say there's some movies that like just always make me laugh, and so if I'm really have to, I know I'm like I can't laugh. Grump 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 boo. A few, right? Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail. Come on, people. I don't care. Yes, it is funny. It doesn't matter. There's no one walking around trying to tell me that if you watched the whole thing, you didn't laugh at least once. You know, I've seen it so many times. Exactly. I just visualize it in my head. On second thought, let's not go there. It's a silly place. Right? Yeah. I appreciate lavage. Appreciate lavage. Yeah, that's good stuff. Lancelot Galahad and I will leap out. I'll be like, who leaps out? See, I don't even need to own it. I already know it. This is funny, but I used to get together for many years straight, like just whatever anybody else was doing on New Year's Day. Yep, it's New Year's Day. We watch. If you're coming over to my house, we're watching Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail. And right, the Big Lebowski, yes, of course. And I'm gonna get you, sucker. If you have never seen that one, it's great. The Hood Olympics. It's great. If there were ever any kind of like movie prop or something that came from like a movie set, right? I guarantee you, I know right off. Just I want the pimp shoes. I want the pimp shoes, pimp platform shoes. Yeah, I do. From I'm gonna get you, sucker. With the right, put some beta fish in there and just roll down the street. Exactly. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing better than me walking around here. I'll tell you them. I don't want those shoes. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. Those are some awesome movies. So some of them are old. I know I've been sat around in my early 30s. There was a 19-year-old standing around in the house. I was just kind of looking after him a little bit, right? Pierced his face, came out of the bathroom all bloody. Ah, jeez, man. Yeah, well, you're getting a little older when you're just looking at them like dummies. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think you did it right. Right. Anyway, but when you're in your like I don't know, I was in my early mid 30s and this 19-year old and right. Uh, I was making sure that his employer needed to give him a place to live. So I was trying to make sure his employer was doing it, and that he didn't, didn't really want to be giving a shit about this kid's influences or the fact that he was living in an attic, sleeping on the floors, pretty much required. Right, it's a kid from right an international location and very young. So uh, anyway, but yep. But he watched some of these movies. He's like, they're so cheesy and corny. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, learn to appreciate him anyway, man. Yeah, uh, because to him it all seemed like just cheese ball, old style, old and crappy, and nobody gives a shit about it anyway. uh, anyway, so I'm only gonna do an hour, so I do need to stop myself in an hour. I gotta get in the habit of stopping myself. I have so much stuff to do, right? It's just crazy, but I'm doing it, and I only know to do so much, and now I gotta also learn how to do something else before that happens. But I did get finally 501c3. I do not get paid. You understand? I zero out every month, so people may not understand that, but it takes a little while. I mean, if I have to do the fundraising mostly myself, uh, I mean, once I start getting a little bit of momentum, I'm sure that the fund will start filling to the point where I can actually start, right, uh, giving out charity, right? But I do also need to get paid. People walk around thinking, well, what do you need money for? Well, I don't know. I eat food and live inside. What do you people need money for? Like, I've met some wicked, nasty, prickly little fucks. And I gotta be honest with you. You know what the best thing to do? Right? To make this entire world for everybody walking on it and all the animals better is right. Get rid of you. So whatever the hell it takes. Won't matter if it kills me. Right? Somebody will figure it out along the way and just keep coming at you. Just keep coming at you. It won't matter how many times somebody falls. Eventually, you will be no more. And then, right, better world for all mankind and animal kind and whatever else kind of horse shit. Exactly. No, there should be absolutely no dictatorships anywhere on planet Earth. A lot of people are worried they're going to get in trouble. Right. A lot of those people have been beaten down badly and they're scared to death and they don't know who they can trust. But a lot of you people don't know anything about that. So you make ugly ass comments and you open your mouths and you think for some reason that you have rights to do that. And you don't. Especially in the United States, you may have a right to express yourselves civilly and in a peaceable fashion. You do not have that right according to any legal perspective of the US Constitution, however, to do that in a harmful, threatening, non peaceable manner. And so be careful, all of you, how you're going to be approaching me. I'll tell you that much. Because I don't have to be perfect for a single fucking one of you. And I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I mean, I just don't. And the people who like to viciously just wreck up, terrorize other people, even if that means online, your days are numbered. Just keep that in mind. Anybody wants to donate here, if you're not sure what you can do aside from money, there's other, like, I need other things. I could use, coffee K cups, anything but dark roast. Um, and occasionally I'll be able to have a meeting here, but I also have a safe location for someone who needs a safe location for whatever reason, for a short period of time anyway. Understood? I'm not going to be yanking people up off the street. I'm just simply saying that if you need an out of the way place to be and you're not like running from federal authorities, because if you are, you're fucked. Okay? But, yeah, don't come here. Otherwise, right, got a futon. The frame was donated to me for free, and my former residential program did do me the solid of purchasing a what do you call it, futon mattress, so brand new. It's big enough for general size dudes. You tall, lanky fellas. Yes, you rather tall, thin, yeah, like large drinks of water. I can't really say you will not be comfortable, probably. But, right. There's some people who might, okay? No dumbass gonna be coming up in here. No. But some people do need sometimes, like, just 3 days where nobody wants to talk to them. Or you need to talk to somebody about a spiritual matter. There, I'm particularly well versed. But don't come here thinking that I'm going to give you some definitive answer that's going to make your world just woo. Hey, I don't use my magic wand for that. I can also maybe do a little healing, but I got to be honest with you, I can't do that distance. It's just not possible anymore. Nope. Yep. It took way too much of a toll out of me, and that's the point. There are individuals who think that's just like never ending something or other, and it's not true. You keep burning through, right? But you pretty much just suck down all your own poison. Try and tell people. You think you're playing reverse psychology or like freaking no. Anyway, so yep, it's 103:42. So it's about an hour. I need donations. Anybody who's ever claimed to want to help me, or anybody who's ever seen anything they think has made them laugh along the way, Creasesinger, whatever. Okay, right. I mean, it's not just money I need. I mean, that does help, but it's not always. There's some supplies that I need for Etsy stuff. Any broken old jewelry, costume jewelry, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'll just try to either fix it or make something new out of it. And some of it might be collector worthy. Most of the time, though, I don't keep that around. Um, and I don't know, other things, buyouts from craft stores and whatever. Donations can simply be dropped off outside 238 Main Street. 238 East Main Street, uh, apartment number 7. You can walk in the door, right? Just be careful about being stupid when you do that, because you just never know, right? Which crazy old lady gonna come right after you with the metal chair? You know, don't be taking packages from there. hmm Somebody will, right, cause you grief if you do that. Right. But I do not sell anybody's information. I don't even keep people's information on a digital server of any kind. Okay? Right. I don't. It is not, it can't be, I don't. And I figure out ways to as to remove it or become in possession of it, so that it's not out hanging around in the cloud. It's not that easy. It's not that hard to, I mean, it's not that easy to hack and whack, and it doesn't get, right, stored somewhere where internet connection is available. So I believe in internet safety and security, and feeling, confident that somebody's not going to be selling all my info, because I have no interest in making money that way. So it's another reason it's taken me a while, was like, to make sure that it's kind of like what's the safest, most secure possible way to, right. Well, one of them is just make sure it's not on a server somewhere. Right. Giblify might, right. There's a few things, but they have standards that they need to, right. So don't be so paranoid sometimes when you're online. But always look for the HTTPS, and always look for, right, the lock that's right up where you put the address, the www part. If the lock is open, do not give out any kind of information. Okay? These are simple facts. Um, I can't sit around watching everybody else's channels all day, just catering to your schedule as though for some reason I'm, you know, your girlfriend or some shit, or your mom, or your employee. Some of you, we just can't mix and mingle. All right, so I'm sure I will be doing this few more times, because it saves me from typing a lot, and some of these just makes it easier for me to record, and yeah, you get to see my real face. Yes, here it is. Oh, oh no! All right, oh, I know. So here's for all those people before I go. Is like, so would you fuck me or not? Would you fuck me or what? I'm not pretty enough. Okay, well, keep rolling then, sucker. Some of you idiots online are just absolutely the worst thing that defines humankind. And I hope you stop making babies. All right, everybody. Right. Learn to be kind to each other. Learn to be more gentle with each other. Everybody. Learn to breathe out. Learn to ask for help when you need it, and not wait and wait and wait. And learn to start paying attention to people who might be crying out for some assistance that you wouldn't even think of yourself. You're supposed to love one another. I'm not going to let anybody forget that. Talk to you later.